botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Hello, Peter.
Tom, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you?
Really, really good. One of my favorite things about No Way Home so far has been how the internet has collectively lost its damn mind trying to figure everything out. It's like people going through frame by frame of the trailer going, what's that? Has there been one particular crazy or out there rumor or theory that maybe you've heard that has stuck in your mind going, oh, they've lost it?
I mean, it's interesting. We've been dealing with these kind of fan theories and rumors since we started making the film. You know, I remember, I think Toby innocently was going for a coffee and he got papped and everyone thought that he was like showing up for a costume fitting. I don't know how they thought that that was the case. But, you know, ever since we started making this film, even before we'd had conversations about what this film was going to be about, people were speculating that, you know, certain villains were coming back, which, you know, we can now, you know, say that they are coming back. So it's been an interesting time, and it's an interesting thing to make a film where fans are already so invested in the story. So it's been tough, but equally rewarding.
There was one aspect from the footage that I've seen that really, really stuck out for me, in that pretty much everyone else in the MCU is kind of, they're out and proud. Everyone knows who they really are. It all kicked off because of Tony Stark announcing who he was.
Yeah.
But in this, it's almost as if Peter Parker has been forced to come out, even though he didn't really want to. It's like he's told his friends and family, and now the world is kind of caught on to who he truly is. And it was like a parallel of like a coming out for a celebrity. For me, when I was watching it, I was like, that's an interesting take. Was that something you picked up on or was discussed at all when it was being made?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. When you make these films, you're always trying to find something where you can relate with your character on a deeper level. And, you know, fame is something that I've been dealing with for the last 6 years. And, you know, while it comes with so many pros, there are cons. And, you know, Peter Parker, unfortunately, isn't getting any of the pros. He's getting all of the cons, which is, you know, the entire world hates him and thinks that he is this crazy vigilante who blew up the Tower of London. So the film is about him trying to prove his innocence. I'm lucky that I've never had to do that in my journey to fame. You know, the fans have been very supportive and very lovely. But it is nice to have a parallel between the two of us.
And I absolutely will not be going into spoiler territory whatsoever, but something does happen early in the screening, and my jaw hit the floor. And I'm curious. I think you probably know what I'm talking about. It's pretty early in the film, but it's something happens, and my jaw hit the floor, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So, was there a moment when you were maybe reading the scripts when you were like, "Oh, they're doing this. This is something that you were maybe not expecting to happen," or you absolutely know the fans will lose their mind over?
I think the scene that you're talking about, is it in the apartment?
Yes.
Yeah, that was written much later.
Right.
That was something that was an idea that they were still trying to figure out whether it was possible or not. And it wasn't until, you know, I think we'd started shooting that had become a reality. But of course, like, there were things that were already in place. So reading the script for the first time was mind-blowing. It was incredible. But what was so exciting about this film is that the script was like a living organism. It was constantly changing and adapting, and, you know, some people were in and some people were out, so we had to change aspects of the story. So it was really fun to try and work with something that was ever changing, but it was also difficult. But ultimately, the film is excellent, and, you know, the producers and our director John Watts did an amazing job keeping it in, like, keeping control.
Yeah, I can guarantee, like, the fan reaction will be out of like, even I audibly gasped in our screening. So you've got a you've got a good time ahead.
It's a very cool moment, that, and I think a testament to John Watts' ability as a filmmaker. That reveal is really tasteful and well done, and I think it's a beautiful camera move. So I am sure we're talking about the same moment.
We sure are. Perfect. Tom, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.